it trapping like a motherfucker. No, you can come around my way. Hit her in the morning, she go ask if I can come again. But I be chasing bags for all the real ones that I'm thugging with. I'm trying to make my brothers rich. They was know I'll never tell you where to meet. You better not be late. I be riding around my city, busting moves and making plays. I give a damn about a hater.
One and welcome back to Jpierré, the #1 college radio station all over New York City on iHeartRadio. We had to bring him out. Jpierré in the building.
Yeah, what's poppin'? My name is Jpierré from the 845, Rockland County. We in here. What's up?
Rockland County.
Yes, sir.
First rapper up here from Rockland County.
It's an honor.
And, how's the music style music over there? Because, a lot of people know about New York, the city. Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens.
Yeah.
So I want you to give us the insight how it is in Rockland County.
Rockland County's got a lot of different interesting artists, you feel me? Like, everybody's out there. They putting in their own work. We right outside the Bronx, about 30 minutes. So, we still right here. We tapped in. But, yeah, it's a lot of hard workers out there, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got their own thing going on. It's real diverse out there.
All right. And what part the Rockland County are you from?
I'm from Spring Valley, 10977, you feel me? Spring Valley, New York. Yeah, but that's where I'm from.
Spring Valley.
Yeah.
I know a lot about Spring Valley. A lot of people be saying like that's like the the hardest part in like Rockland County when I was like in that Rockland County area too.
Yeah,
they're like, if you're from Spring Valley, you're making it out. Like
yeah, it'd be like that for sure. Hell yeah.
Well, so how was your childhood like? How was like growing up in Spring Valley and everything?
So honestly, at first, we started out real humble, humble beginnings. You feel me? Then afterwards, my family, we just some natural born hustlers. So you feel me? We moved maybe around 3 times. Now I live around New City. You feel me? But yeah, it was just shit was calm. You feel me? I can't really complain. I'm just used to like working hard, getting it by any means necessary. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but nowadays it's just niggas is just hustling, trying to do their own thing. My fault. I'm not trying to curse on your platform. I don't know.
No, it's
I don't know
okay.
how you give it up out here.
I'll let everyone curse.
You let everyone. All right, say less. But yeah, right now it's just like I said, everybody out there, especially if you're from the Valley, your parents, they work as hard as they can to provide the best they could. And you know what? Right now, I'm blessed enough to say that, my family, we got the hottest Haitian restaurant out there. You feel me? For all my Zos, Sac Passe, Fancy Buffet, Haitian restaurant. We out here,
Definitely check out that spot. That shit's fire.
You feel me? If you need some, Ash knows. If you need that, you need that rice and beans, you need that D Collet, that griot, that sauce pois, that banan. Yeah, you know what it is. You know what we talk about. All my Zos know what we talk about.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, if you had to recommend a Haitian dish to anyone, what would it be?
Oh, man. So I'm going to start out just like the starter kit, right? So if you eat pork, go through, get some brown rice and beans, some fried pork, which you call griot, some plantains, some pickles, some, legume, all that stuff. You feel me? You put that in a plate, you can't go wrong. You feel me? But yeah.
All right. And speaking about New City, you know what I'm saying? We have Ash here.
Yeah,
I want to know how you guys met, and everything, like how this link up happened and everything.
So basically, I know Ash from high school, you feel me? Actually, from like later middle school, high school type shit. We've known each other for a long time, It's just one of my niggas right here, you feel me? That's my bro right here. And, he made the connection, so here we are.
All right. And I always ask this question, when there's a group of people, 2 people, 3 people, and it's always on my platform. What's the funniest story you guys have together?
Funniest story. What you think?
We got a lot of them. I can't remember recall specific.
Bro, it's just like on it was especially during them times. It was just everyday niggas just getting into some new shit. You feel me? Getting some new shit. Whether it be fights over ball, whether it be just cooling outside, talking about who we gonna what shorties sliding on, whatever. You feel me? It's too many to count.
It's too many to go.
And speaking about ball, you guys play basketball together now?
I felt a little bit. He played a little bit more than me. You feel me? I wasn't really the ball player. That wasn't my forte. Nah.
So that was so music always been your passion since that time, like in middle school and high school, or was it a different passion at first?
Honestly, like when it comes to like music in general, I always been musically inclined. You feel me? Like it kind of runs in my family. My pops, he taught me how to play the piano. You feel me? While he was around. You feel me? While God rest his soul. You feel me? But he taught me how to play the piano. You know, niggas went to school, you know, playing the orchestra, violin. So it's like, but me, my main instruments, like I'm a real artistic type person. You'll be able to hear it in my music. You'll be able to hear that's how how I'm able to structure my hooks, my verses, my melodies, all that kind of shit. Is because I really played piano. I played bass guitar. I did everything. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So
How important do you think like artists should learn these instruments and learn how to play? How important does that affect in making a song now?
honestly, I say it's kind of really important. Like it can go either or, right? But if you really like care about the art of the music, you want to at least be able to understand how it works. And it's like if you're able to hear melodies for real, and you're able to understand how you're able to like layer choruses and chords and stuff like that, then after you'll really be able to make the best quality music that you can. You feel me?
What was the hardest instrument to learn out of all the ones that you learned?
Hardest, it's not the fact that they was all difficult. I'd say violin is the hardest one. I wasn't really that amazing at it. You feel me? But when it comes to playing the piano, it's nothing more like satisfying than, you know what, I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna try and learn how to play this piece, and after you spend whether it be weeks at a time practicing until you can get it flawlessly, you can put your own emotion into the music and all that kind of shit. So yeah, definitely piano is the most rewarding out of all of them.
And when did that transition came from like just learning how to like play instruments, you know, at home to now taking it to the studio, making a song in the booth and everything? Because that's two different types
Yeah,
of
in fact,
so
though, it's two different. Yeah.
Yeah. So how did that transition happen?
All right, so it started in high school. I think I was like 17. I was 17, and my man, his name is Ethan. He's a producer, Ethan Johnson. Shout out to you. You feel me? But we were sitting in class, computer class, and he's talking about, yo, check this out. He played a beat for me that he made, and he posted on SoundCloud. I was like, yo, what? Play that for me. He played it for me. And I said, yo, so who wrote a song on it? Like, are you gonna write a song on it? And he was like, nah, I don't know how to do that. I just make the beats and put it out. And I was like, okay. And then later on that day, you know, I went home. I'm chilling at the crib, and I just all day, the beat is just playing in my head. It's like I didn't forget it from the moment he played it. And I was like, you know what? Let me pull up this boy's SoundCloud. I pull up his SoundCloud. And, you know, I wrote a song that night. The next day I wrote another song. The next day I wrote my third song in a row. And I said, okay, shit, I might be doing this. You feel me? Shit, I don't even know if you remember Ash, but if you remember like we coming up and all that type of time.
Of course.
Yeah,
I remember.
You can't find it now. You won't be able to find it now. But that was one of my first joints. I put it out on SoundCloud, and I was like, "Oh shit, this shit got like 2,500 plays."
Just blasting that shit in the hallways.
And I just put it out, and it was like I had no idea nothing about marketing or promoting or being an artist or a brand or nothing. It was just creating for fun. You feel me? Put it out. You got some reactions. I said, "Okay, maybe I'm gonna do this for a little while," and I just never stopped going to the studio.
And speaking about Ethan, was he the first person to believe in you when you started rapping, or who was the first person that like heard your first song? Like, nah, you about to be a star. Like, you about to make it for real.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, like I had a group of friends. You feel me? And they're still my friends. You feel me? But it's like the second they all heard it, they all was like, "Yo, I'm not gonna lie. You can do something." You feel me? At first, of course, it was just funny because it's like, "Yo, Jay, you rapping now?" Like, nah, it's crazy. What? Da 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 da. And it took a little while for people to really like, oh, nah, he's really an artist. But you feel me? Like, the first time I made the song, I heard it, and I saw the feedback that people at the school was giving me, and I saw, again, right, my producers, Ethan, and another one, Bobby, when they both heard it, they was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna just give you mad beats. Come on, let's go. You feel me? So, yeah, but I knew from, like, the second I was able to do three, one each day, and I really, like, was all right at it, I said, nah, I got something here.
And speaking about friends, what's the difference? I want to know like your perspective on the difference between like a day one friend and like a real friend, like a real one to you.
You see, it's real funny. It's funny how you asked me that question. I'm going through real life situations too with my just peoples, and defining that for me, it's like I could have met you a year ago. You feel me? But depending on what we go through in that year or how much like I see you and the type of stuff that we do, I might be able to hold you in the same regard as somebody who, you know, I've known them 7, 8, 9 years. You feel me? And afterwards, of course, you know, we have more history and all that stuff, and that's somebody who's like a day one, they fuck with you. But it's like, I also know people from 8, 9, 7 years, you feel me? We cool. Like, it's like, hey, what's up when I see you? But it ain't love like that. So you feel me? So it really just depends on the strength of that relationship. I don't think even though time plays a factor, it doesn't play too much of a factor. If I fuck with you for real, I do. If I don't, I don't. Sorry.
And then once like you're like a star all over the country and stuff like that, do you feel like you have to be obligated to bring up every single friend that you know up with you, or like how do you diversify? Like bring up with which friends come up with you, and which friends that's just there when you come back and say what's up to them.
So here's the thing, right? I feel like this is going to be just like a overarching message in my next album, The Troubled Artist. When it comes out, you're hearing a couple of songs where just like I felt like if you was put in a position to really be able to do things for other people, it's not your job, it's not your obligation. However, it's like it almost prolongs your life if you're able to say, you know what, now I use my blessings to bless other people. You feel me?
Right.
So it's like, of course, like I'm not going to deal with no crazy entitlement. Nobody's entitled to nothing I do. However, it's like you don't want to be the only one on the private jet popping bottles with 20 models in the fucking spot. You feel me? Like I want to be able to look over at my God like, yo, what's up? Like that, we here. And I don't want my God to feel like he's dependent on me. So guess what? I have to put you on so you can get your own bag. So that way you can be comfortable to pull up on me. You feel me? Right. It's not, oh, Jay, you got 20 cars. Let me borrow one. It's, yo, I got 15. You got 20. Let's swap out. Which, yo, I'm going to borrow yours today. You borrow mine tomorrow. You feel me? It can't just be one person eats and then you like doing that to everybody else. No, I don't believe in that. Yeah.
And you just spoke about that, the overarching message in your next album, Trouble Artist. That's also a brand. It's also like a clothing brand.
Yes, sir.
So how did that whole like brand come about? Trouble Artist became a clothing brand. Now it's an album. Like, what was it first? Was it the clothing, or was it always going to be the album?
So at first, it was the idea. It was just first of all, my brand, for y'all who don't know, is Troubled Artist Industries, and you can support me. Go and buy the merch and all that stuff. We just did our first exclusive line drop. I'm sure we'll be able to edit it, put some on the screen for y'all to see. You feel me? But yeah, Troubled Artist Industries. It was just something I came up with, and it was like because even me myself, I was like, all right. I got into the point where I was creating, and I wanted to not just do you feel me? I wanted to not just do the.
Trouble Artist Industries.
Yes, sir. Trouble Artist Industries. I didn't want to do. Of course, I didn't want to just do what everybody else was doing to try and get myself attention. And I believed in, you know what, I'm gonna make shit that sounds true to who I am. You feel me? True to what I like to do. And some people, like a lot of artists, believe in just suffering for their art. You feel me? It's like, you know what? It might, whether it's one person clapping for me or it's a million people clapping for me, I'm going to do this because I love it. And that's the whole purpose of the brand, and that's what it stands for, right? So I came up with the logo. I have shout out to my guy Jay Woods as well, you feel me? We sat down, we created the logo. I came up with the idea, and I was like, all right, bet. This is going to be a fire clothing line. And I felt like it was an appropriate title to the 20 songs that I have in my phone. And I was like, you know what? Because I have a whole bunch of songs from over the years. Maybe, I can't even say maybe 150, 200 songs just chilling. You feel me? But of the 20 that's going to come out, it's like, I feel like The Troubled Artist is the perfect name for it. You feel me? It shows, it's growth. It goes from, it's inspiring 1 second, then to the next, it's like, oh shit, this is hard. You feel me? Like, I'm about to go work out. I'm about to go do whatever. I'm about to go get me some money. Then afterwards, the next is like real inspirational, like touching. Then after you got a little bit of R&B, because I also do a little bit of R&B. I do vocalizations. I kind of do all that kind of stuff. And then, you even get into the because again, like I said, I'm Haitian, I'm a Zoe, right? So we even got the Caribbean bag in there. Like, we got a whole bunch of stuff in there, and I don't want people to just classify me as just another rapper. You feel me? I'm really an artist.
Artist, okay. I like that answer. And speaking about Troubled Artist Industries, clothing brand, if you could see that collab with one brand, what would it be? What fashion brand do you want to see Troubled Artist Industries and?
I never thought of that. I might have to give some love to the home team. New York is a nationality. That's another brand from where I'm from, Rockland County, that's doing a good thing. You feel me? They've been putting in work for a lot longer than I have. My man's Al Boogie Zoe. He's got his brand Desire. That's another brand that's really doing their thing. You feel me? But it's like, I hope one day to be able to get my clothing into like stores and stuff like that and have it be sold out. But to be honest, like, my whole thing is I don't even know if I'm not planning on signing anytime soon to anything. So I might want to just build everything I have from the ground up and have it be its own thing, you know?
Yeah, and I just noticed that you shout out like home team, home brands, like even people that you met probably and stuff like that. Well, why do you think fans support like a higher artist and not like their own friends? Like say, or a high brand like Amiri or like even or artists like Lil Durk, but not their friends.
Reason being is just because people need social proof. It just is what it is. There's not a lot of leaders in the world. And it takes a leader to be able to see something and make it cool. Once the masses say something is cool, that's when everybody will say, "Oh, it's cool." That's why you see a lot of rappers. They'll go and buy 100,000 fake followers, and then afterwards get themselves 3 million views on everything. You know why? Because when somebody clicks on their page, you're like, "Oh, it's already 100,000 people here. I have to show up because I have the fear of missing out." You feel me? FOMO. So it's just like that's really the reason why. And it's like another thing too. People's like, man, I know him. You feel me? Like I'm gonna feel like a dick rider if I show him love. And it's like it's really stupid. You feel me? If somebody's doing work, if somebody's doing good work, you gotta show them love. You feel me? Because there's a lot of artists who be in people's hometowns that do be just as good or harder. Because it's like it doesn't take much to get on the radio. You just need a proper bag. You feel me? So as long as you got the proper bag, you could have yourself have as many views as you want. That doesn't matter. So yeah, people just like to ride the wave of other people, you know.
And piggybacking on Trouble Artists, you said there's 20 songs that you chosen for the album, and you said you made 150 to 200. Why did you choose those 20 songs for a fact, and like not choose another song or like the other 130 or 180, like not do those ones?
Because how I feel from since I was 17, and right now if you were to go and check my Spotify or my Apple Music, I probably have 30 songs out maybe. I've dropped a couple of EPs over the years, a mixtape, and a couple of singles, right? I feel like in just the last year, my writing has gotten so much better to the point where I can say, oh yeah, nah, these right here, I got a special kind of love for these type of songs, and it's like it's no way it can miss. You feel me?
And so far, what do you think is the best verse you ever written then?
Huh.
And you can add in whatever you think.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Even Ash, she hasn't even heard the full album yet. That's the thing. I've been keeping it on the real. Like I basically go to the studio by myself. I do everything in house because when I'm in there, I know a lot of people like to invite 50 million people to come to the studio and smoking, drinking, ass shaking. Of course, it's lit. That's great. But like I said, I'm a real artist. I like to take time to just because guess what? If I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna do a verse that's like real touching about either whether it be an emotional verse or let's say it's an inspirational verse or whatever, right? I need the space and the freedom to create freely. You feel me? So most times either with me, a couple aces from Za, you feel me? My engineer, and that's it. You feel me? We turn the lights down, it's moody in there. You feel me? And I just get to work. You know. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What was the most amount of songs that you made in one studio session?
I usually do like 3-hour sessions, so I'll probably get done like the most I've ever done is probably around 3 songs in a session. But that's the thing. It's like again, right? I'm a real I like to write. You feel me? Like I write my songs. Nowadays, what I'm doing is I'm challenging myself to just go in and just spit some shit off the top and try and see what I come up with. But I like to take my time with stuff. You feel me? I don't like to make it seem like, the cat in the hat with the gat. Like I don't do that type of shit. You feel me? I want to make sure like everything that you're hearing, it like you can feel it, you understand it. It's a progression. You feel me? There's something for you to listen to. It's not just rhyming words.
Yeah. And why do you feel like people should start tuning into you right now? You have a whole different sound of what New York is right now.
Mm-hmm. It's a whole different sound. I'm not gonna lie, but that's the beautiful part of it, right? Like I'm never gonna hate on whatever anybody else is doing, but it's important to have different sounds. Of course, it's good to have the New York sound, but I want to redefine that. You feel me? Because I feel like it's a little played out at this point. It's like what. Let me put my own flavor on this. Y'all can keep doing y'all, but that's what I was saying. If I wanted to just get the quick chase, I could definitely put a drill beat on and just go crazy. But nah, that's not my vibe.
There's a difference.
It's
not a difference.
Facts.
So I don't know what you think is the state of hip hop right now in New York.
In New York?
Yeah. What do you think is? Where do you think is heading to?
I'm not gonna lie. We got mad goats here. You feel me? We got a lot of goats here. The younger, I'm not, like, again, right? I'm just really tapped into what I'm doing. So a lot of the newest people, I'm not really in tune with them. But it's not no knock to them. It's just the fact that I just be doing my thing. You feel me? But there's a lot of ghosts in here. A Boogie's one of the ghosts out here too. Let's just keep it a bug. You feel me? Cardi's another one of the younger ghosts. I'm not talking about the established.
Yeah.
Dave East is another one of the ghosts out here. ASAP, one of the for all them niggas. So it's like, yeah, you know, they all doing their things. They goats out here. The younger generation, even shit like even Lil TJ. You feel me? He's doing his thing out here. But it's like. You feel me? Yeah. The younger crowds, they all chasing that drill sound. I'm just not going.
I was like, your opinion, the sample wave, man. You probably tuned in. I was thinking maybe you hear like a different style, but like a Caribbean sample over one of your beats, and start rapping because the sample's taking over. Have you ever thought about like putting a sample like on your type of style?
You see, here's the thing, right? I got a couple of samples, and I even put out a couple like but they're not drill songs, but there are sampled beats that are new. Like hip hop beats forever, right? Like for example, one of them on my last project was called Your Love, and the project was called I Am Jpierré. You feel me? And that one samples Brandy Monica, The Boy Is Mine, but I did my own thing on it. You feel me? And it doesn't sound like no drill beat, but so I don't mind samples. Samples are cool. But it's like you don't got to do the same exact sample or the same exact drum kit every time, but. It is what it is. You feel me?
How different is gonna be Trouble Artist compared to I Am Jpierré?
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be a completely different thing, and that's another thing too, right? I have some songs up on all streaming platforms that are from 2017 all the way up till now. You feel me? And it's like I didn't drop a lot of songs in between then. Like every week I wasn't doing that, but you'll be able to hear a clear progression, and it's like. Yo, this doesn't even sound like the same dude from this last drop, you feel me? And that's the thing. It's like, it's 20 songs. I know it sounds like a lot, but I don't do a similar sound more than twice. Once I felt like, yo, this is too similar of a sound, it's got to be completely switched, completely flipped. You feel me? It's like, oh, damn. All right, so we're going from this to that to, all right, bet. You feel me?
Let's feel about progression. What do you think you feel like you progressed over the sound? What did you feel like? Was it the flow? Was it your wordplay? Was it like your style? Like, what do you think progressed better?
Making it digestible for people to listen to. You feel me? At first, I was kind of just wanting to rap, put words together real fast. Nah, relax. You feel me? I added a lot of real just smoothness to it, a lot of swag to it. You feel me? It's just so it hits different. So that way, like when I'm around, because that's one thing I do to test somebody's music. I'll try and play them around a girl. You feel me? If I can play your shit in the car and shorty with me right here, and she don't like look at me kind of crazy and it's still vibing, then you go to the playlist. So I made sure all my songs are playlist worthy. You feel me? Yeah.
Facts.
And speaking of girls, have you ever made a song that got you in trouble by a girl?
Oh boy, yeah. I've also made songs to where it was like. Actually, one of my favorite songs is called "Say It." I have put it out before. That's one of those R&B joints. That's straight, just you feel me. I don't wear my ass just to get to where I am. Lost a bunch of racks to make a couple hundred bands. Made it on my own. I used to have a lot of friends. Never used to answer to nobody. I'm the man. You feel me? That song right there, it's like it's real. Like when you hear it with the beat and how I'm doing it. Like I remember I just finished arguing. I had my shorty. You feel me? We was on the phone. Just talking my ear off. I'm like, yo, bro, this is unbelievable. You feel me? And afterwards, but the main part is, I'd rather lose $1 million than to see you say goodbye, but I don't know how to say it. Yeah, I don't know how to say it. You feel me? So I was like, you know what? I was able to take that and make it a whole song. You feel me? A whole situation. So a lot of my songs it's like, some shit will happen to me and I'll be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go in the studio and I'm gonna rap about it. You feel me? And that's in all aspects of my life. You feel me?
Besides Say It, what other songs would you recommend people should tune in right away, right now that's released?
Right now, you should definitely tune into Floating. Floating goes crazy. You feel me? Tunnel Vision goes crazy. That's for the people who like the drill. A little bit of a drill type beat, you feel me? Flossing goes crazy. We Paid goes stupid, you feel me? And those are all from the songs that's like from like real recently. Even Reunion, you feel me? Reunion is another song that I kind of put out in November. That joint is fly as well. But definitely Floating, go check that out. We Paid, Tunnel Vision, Flossing, you feel me? all out, also all streaming platforms. You feel me?
And out of all the most recent songs, which song was the most fun you had in the studio making?
Floating. Yeah.
Why floating?
Floating is just, I've been getting high, I've been getting fly, I think that I'm floating. Been counting that cash, been smoking on gas, the sticky is potent. She love how I last, I do it so good, she said that she hoping I can be a king, but I only wanna love her in the moment. Only met you here tonight, baby, let's just live in the heat of the moment. I'ma do with my chains on, cause I know that you love when I'm glowing. I know I'm hitting the next gear, cause I'm hitting my, you feel me, like that's just, that song is just, it's just a lot of fun. You feel me? I had a lot of fun. I even have a song in the tuck. You feel me? I even have my man Fat Man Scoops on the ad lib. You feel me? Shout out to my man I am KVJ who put that together. Shout out Fat Man Scoop. You feel me? You know what it is. He even put the ad libs on that. Shout out to my boy Debonair. That song is gonna be coming out soon. It's called Common. We did the video already in the summertime. We just waiting for the right time to drop it. But pool party, mansion, ass shaking, Fat Man Scoop. What else can you say?
All right, so that's what's lined up. 2022, we're in the first quarter. What you got for the rest of the year? What's second, third quarter, fourth quarter looking like?
All right, so basically how this is going to happen is the first drop that we're going to have is going to be called Not the One. Then after we got 20 Deep, which is the one that should be playing in the front when y'all see this, you feel me? 20 Deep. If I'm popping now, you know I'm coming 20 Deep. Yeah. You feel me? So that was gonna go crazy. You feel me? I'm gonna let that sit because, like I said, I plan on doing a lot of this stuff by myself because that's just how it is. You feel me? Plan on doing it by myself, and if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it right. So you're gonna see the whole budget behind it. You're gonna see the videos looking crazy. You're gonna see that the marketing, the promotion is going crazy, and Troubled Artist Industries. You feel me? That's what it is.
Okay, I like that. And this leads to my last question. I always ask this question to everyone that comes up. What type of legacy do you want to have with the name Jpierré and also Trouble Artist Industries, like the whole brand? Like what type of, when people bring that up in the future, what should be right next to y'all names?
Well, Troubled Artist Industries, as you can imagine, is going to be a brand that's not just a clothing brand. It's also going to be an artist development like company where we're going to be able to help a lot of people who were in a similar situation to me, where you probably, you real nice, you're doing everything by yourself, but it's just taking a little while to get the bag to put yourself on the way you want to, right? Eventually, we'll be able to put a lot of artists through and develop them and be able to help them pursue their own independent careers. And Jpierré is just going to be somebody who really just helps out all his peoples. You feel me? My job is to just put on everyone around me. The more people I make rich, the richer my life gets. So yeah.
And before we head out, what type of advice and what do you want to say to the fans, the youth who looks up to you and everything that you've done right now? What do you want to say to them?
What I'm going to say is think for the future, plan ahead, you feel me? Progress over perfection. You feel me? I'm going to say it again. Always try and make progress instead of aiming for perfection. You feel me? That's all I can. That right there, I hope that's a jewel y'all picked up. You feel me?
Right. Thank you for coming through. Where people can find you guys on Instagram.
Like I said, my name is Jpierré, Jpierre official. You can find me on basically Jpierré official on the gram, at Jpierré on every streaming platform. So yeah, get with me.
How about you guys?
Go ahead, shout yourself out.
2022, y'all better tune in. That's all I could say. It's simple.